All right, speaking of New York, man, I was listening to Cam and Mace's podcast, and they was talking about Nick Saban. I think they had Jermaine Dupri and Nelly on there, and they had a lot of stuff to say, man. Listen to what they said about Nick Saban, and then I want to get y'all thoughts on it.
Is unmatched, is unprecedented what he was able to do in college football. But I think he hit it on the head. I think it's very, very convenient at this point in time when you talk about dealing with NIL, you're talking about dealing with the portal, you're talking about people being able to, you just don't have to go to Alabama now to be seen, so to speak, or have to go to some of these big colleges to be seen. I mean, and I think it's very, very convenient. Now, that doesn't mean that he's not genuine when he says that he's done. I just think the timing was was hella convenient at this point. Like, yo, you know what? Like Maurice just said, I don't want to have to deal with somebody like Prime or any of these young coaches that are coming in that's on a different level right now definitely because of the social era. Right. Everybody want to be seen. So.
Right. You want to chime in, Jay?
I'll say this.
Hold on, let Jay. Let's go around the board.
What is that?
Go ahead, Mo.
Yeah, go ahead. Say what you.
I didn't know he was going to go, but it's to the point where Prime came in and they try to minimize and try to make it into a circus. That's what they want to market it as. Right. But he showed you I can cut through all this history, and there's a lot of former players who want to exist in that same environment. And Saban is smart. He's like, man, if Prime can come and cut through all of what I've built over my history, and he can get the same recruits, and he can go raise the same money, and he can go solicit the same kids who come out the hood of St. Louis, Atlanta, New York, wherever these dudes come from, that's a contributing factor to your whole business model. And so I think that is like, that has to be looked at, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of college coaches that feel that way, that it's just, I don't know, it's a new era. My fault. I don't want to take up all the time.
No, go ahead. It's all good.
Yeah. I thought the Falcons coach got cut, right? So then, Arthur Blank had hollered at them and told, dude, come to Atlanta. That's what I think.
So you think he going to the NFL?
Yeah.
You're Nick Saban?
Yeah.
I'll say this, like when Mo just said Nelly, Maurice, I call him Nelly Mo, just so we doing the same pace. Yeah. So more, and we got more on the screen. They're absolutely right. He had an outstanding career. Legacy is undeniable as far as college football is concerned. But get the fuck out of here, nigga. You can't keep up with Prime. You was hating on Prime in the fucking beginning. Prime started doing his thing. Then you want to do commercials with Prime. A lot of niggas was like, we've been on Nick Saban ass this whole season. Right. So niggas is like, Cam, y'all ran him out. Gotta take the credit, because you can't, look, I take it as you, like Maurice made a great point. You can't keep up what's going on with NIL, so you rather quit. I'm not even going to sit here and say all this nice shit they say. You can't even keep up. Damn, I can't control niggas no more. That's what it basically boils down to.
And it stops.
Thoughts?
Hey, I'll tell you right now. Go ahead.
Let me pose a question to you. Let's say you was a overseer on a plantation, right? And you had slaves working for you, and now. And now the slaves don't have to listen to you because now they unionized and get paid. What tactics can you use to make people buy into your system?
I'm pretty sure there was a different analogy that you could have went, but I get your point.
Because before the college players were getting paid, it was everybody else was making money off their work.
No, absolutely, yeah.
That sounds like slavery to me.
I got it. Hey, so from a historical standpoint, ever since they came up with that label student athlete for years, I'm talking about like decades. We're talking about over 50 years. Them kids wasn't getting no money. And if they got hurt, there goes their career. Yeah. So all of a sudden, here comes the NIL deals, which they should have had a long time ago. It took them years to get that. Now, the most prominent players get paid, and yeah, you're going to have to compromise with them a little bit. You ain't going to be able to talk to them in any kind of way. So I guess he recognized the change, and he didn't want to change with the times. Hey, either you moving up or you moving out. And
it's not just him. The whole old guard is retiring. Like, you got to the whole old guard is retiring. Like, if I'm paying you $50,000 under the table, They get you to come. They get you to come see me. I bought your family, a nice little Hanno cord or whatever. What can I offer you now? When you coming in the door making $6 million for this one season, and I'm making $8 million.
So
what can I offer you now?
So people like this, like Too High said, right? Saban, if you think Saban ain't been paying his top recruits for years, you crazy. That man owns so many dealerships. You don't think they riding around in a brand new Benz or right? I think he got a Bentley dealership or something, a brand new. You think that's payment, right? But now the fact that NIL is legal and it's real, that don't cut it. That the brand new car don't cut it when I can get $6 million.
F-150. You can keep your F-150.
Yeah, you offer me this one G-Wagon? Well, with $6 million, I can go get 3 in whatever color I want.
But here go the other part that you're missing too. So when you're a coach right there, people come in, they respect you or whatever, but they still kids. So knuckleheads gonna do knucklehead stuff. So as a coach, I can say, hey, I'm not playing you on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? You missed the meeting, you was late, you missed curfew, whatever. I'm not playing on Saturday. Well, now the people who are paying those NIL deals are saying, hey, 15 on the field. I don't care what you say, coach. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, a lot of the old guard, they don't want to play ball that way.
Yeah, a lot of them. Go ahead.
He's seen because NIL was full effect last season, right? When Georgia won the second national, they was already in full effect then. He already seen. Look at the team he had this year. What stars, what top recruits did he have? That team struggled to even get to the CFP because he couldn't compete with the Colorados and the Ohio States, the Georgias, because he didn't want to break off that motive. Like, well, I got this brand new Benz. You can ride around in that while you down here. That's not gonna cut it no more, Nick. And he's like, well, that's too rich for my blood. And was like, I got my 6. It is what it is.
Yeah, I was looking at a message board down there in Georgia, and a lot of people were saying the same things. A little different perspective though. I think it was Too High said, money been getting paid under the table. Look at FSU. In case y'all didn't know, FSU just got some sanctions and penalized for trying to pay one of Georgia's recruits who's going to the NFL year $15,000 a month. $15,000 a month to a 19-year-old kid that's coming out of high school.
That's crazy.
That is crazy in itself. That man is making when you have to do that in order to compete, I do think that it kind of takes, and I respect Nick Saban a little bit, just because of the fact that he was able to win games. I said, you know what I'm saying? I respect him a little bit because he won. At the end of the day, he got the hardware to prove, he got the rings. But listen, man, they've been doing this snake stuff the whole entire time. Don't back out now that everybody and all of the playing field is even. It's even now. Anybody, if you got the money, you can pay. Not them little paper bags that y'all was able to find little holes into the NCAA recruiting violations. Y'all did it for years. Everybody did it for years. I know Georgia did it. I know they did. I know for a fact that they did it. So at the end of the day, you have to be able to adapt with the times. And I think Nick, is 60, 70 years old?
72.
72.
He's up there.
He's 72 years old. He's 72. He's 70. It's a changing of the guard altogether, like Jay said. He has nothing left to prove, I don't think. I think he's still going to go down in history as one of the greatest college coaches ever, regardless of all the dirt that he got in his background. And they were saying that it was rumors that his wife's health wasn't the best. So why not go out now? It's the perfect exit. Bye. I'm glad to see the nigga gone. I'm glad he gone.
And guess who set that retirement in motion? Yes, sir.
Michigan.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so this is what we're gonna do. Phone lines is open, man. I need to hear from y'all, man. Call in on this. We did get a super chat from my man Sergio, and it's on the first topic we had. So we gotta address. Hey, we're gonna address this super chat right after we finish with the next topic. Then we're gonna get back into this on that because you sent us a super chat, so we got to address it. So the question was, where would LeBron's career be if he wasn't catered to the way he is now? would he still have 3 rings, a bubble, a cereal box ring? We go get into that. We go bring that back up. But now, phone lines is open. Let's hear from y'all. What y'all think about it? We'll put that number back up there, man. Call in, tell us what y'all think about Nick Saban retiring, why he retired, and what Cam said about him running from the NIL, running from Dion and Prime, and it's gonna be more coaches like Prime that can come in, and he's seeing how easy it was for Prime just to get these recruits that that he was doing whatever to get. It's Prime can just do it with just his demeanor and the fact that he's Prime. Now, how's it gonna be when somebody like, I don't know, Ray Lewis coming coach? Is he gonna get all the linebackers with ease? You get what I'm saying? So I think he looked at that and was like, man, yeah, that's a little bit too much. I mean, I worked my whole life to get it the way where I got a pipeline straight to Alabama from all the great players, and all Prime had to do is just show up. So yeah, I think he feel like it's a little he don't like what's coming for him. But
I got a question for you guys real quick.
It makes it more competitive too, though. It makes college sports more competitive. Because for years you knew Alabama was going to be in it. Alabama had the best players.
Yeah.
Honestly, I actually think the way NIL is going nowadays, I think it's actually hurting college football more than it's helping it. I was actually just having a conversation with one of my guys at work yesterday, and I agree that NIL should be a thing, right? Because we've been waiting for the video game to come back for 10 years. We want that, you know what I'm saying? So we like to buy the jerseys. We want to support our favorite players from these college teams, right? So yeah, NIL should be a thing, right? But I feel like that there should be a cap. Like these $6 and $7, $8 million deals are crazy. Like I think if you're gonna do these NIL deals, then the cap should be at like $250,000 or $300,000.
No, hell no.
That's more than enough for a student athlete.
The university, that's a problem. You wanted to be on the plantation. You like student athlete. You still giving them the label. Hey,
but I'm just telling you, like,
Chris, I got my hand raised. Chris. Am I good?
You ain't even let me finish my statement, but not. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Put us back on the plantation with $250,000. I'll wait.
Is that not more than what they came into college with in the first place?
Bro, the university don't have no cap. You know how much money that university makes?
Bro,
go look it up. Go look it up. Go look at how much the university made.
Prime example.
College sports alone.
Prime example. Look what happened when Angel Reese got that deal.
What about her?
Am I on?
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, go ahead. Caller from Georgia. What's your name?
Yeah. This is Norwood.
Norwood, what's up? Yeah, I see you in the comments, Norwood, man. Good comments in there. So this ought to be a good call. What's up?
Yeah. So with the topic is the NIL, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Okay. So so I can understand what he's saying about it hurting college football, basically because I would think that his mind frame is players are less hungry at that point. You know what I'm saying? Once they get paid. But at the same time, you also got to look at it like this. All these great players aren't always guaranteed to have a great NFL career. And it's not going to be a guarantee that they're going to get a bag in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, the big NIL deal might be the biggest bag they ever get.
Good
you
point.
know what I mean? The NIL deal might be the biggest bag some of these players get. It's not guaranteed that everybody's going to get a super contract. You know, like the one Lamar just got, and all the the big contracts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I respect that viewing aspect of it. I actually really didn't think about it like that. But there should still be some kind of middle ground, because I think $6, $7, or $8 million for a college athlete.
Now let me tell you this. I don't know how many of the panelists actually played college sports. I played college football. Bro, that shit is rough.
Oh, it's tough.
That shit is rough, bro. Before the NIL, it was rough, bro. It was rough. Like where dudes come from, man, and not having money to go back home to a family member's funeral or shit like that. You get an NCAA sanction for the school, buying you a plane ticket to go back to your great grandma's funeral type thing. Bro, it was rough. It was rough when I went to school. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I went to HBCU, so we was really behind the 8 ball compared to other schools.
Yeah.
So I kind of agree, but this is the thing with NIL. Okay, first of all, it's brand new, so they got to work out little tweaks. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
The money now you got to imagine this. If I can afford to pay you $8 million, how much money am I making?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So why should there be a cap? There's no cap on how much money you're gonna make on me. So how come there got to be a cap on how much I can make from my own name?
Because I the reason why I'm advocating for the cap.
I mean, I get what you're saying, bro. I can understand. Like, I look at the only way it might hurt is because of it might take some dudes. It take the hunger away. You know, once some dudes get paid, they don't care. That's all they was in it for anyway, is the money. You know what I'm saying? But for the dudes that's really in it for the love, bro, they gonna keep going.
Yeah, for sure.
And again, like I said, you know, every dude isn't guaranteed to get to the NFL and get that contract after their rookie contract.
Exactly.
That's what I was getting to.
Is like guaranteed to get that contract after their rookie contract. So that NIL might be the biggest deal they ever get. So
that might be their bag. That might be
their bag. I
can see that.
I also feel like, bro, they making it up for me. Bro, you know how much money the NCAA done made off athletes, man? These dudes is billionaires, man. Billions. And billions, bro. Billions. I'm talking about for years. Not billions since the inception. I'm talking about they make billions per year, and they've been making billions per year for the last 50 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Good call.
That's why I don't feel like it should be a cap, bro.
Good call, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the call.
Sure. Yeah, you know I'm gonna keep calling on you.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Y'all have a good one, man.
All right.
Hey,
just bro. Piggyback off of it, off of TV ad revenue alone, outside the Super Bowl, you got to think about the March Madness tournament and the college football playoffs by themselves. And you ain't even talking about all the coverage that the girls volleyball brought in and all that girls basketball. So the NCAA is making money hand over fist, but that's not the only place they're getting money from. Like now, if Wendy's want to do a commercial with me and I'm a college athlete, yeah. So hey, go get this money, man. It's out there.
Yeah, go get it.
Because like case in point, because Dr. Pepper got one with Caleb Williams. So and I'm not knocking the I'm not. Oh yeah, Wendy's do got one with him, and it's like, go get the money. I agree, you know, especially if it means that we get the things that we want back, the jerseys with the names on them, instead of you having to like actually customize it and put the name on it. The video game that we all thought was better than Madden for years, right? if that means getting that back, NCAA was hot fire.
Yeah, it was.
So, but if we
2014, right?
Yeah, last one was 14, right? So if we can get that back, then great, right? Pay the kids. But like he said, and I think that's what I was trying to allude to, I just couldn't get the right words. It takes away the hunger, right? Now it's just there's no more love of the game. It's the love of the bag. You know what I'm saying?
You know what
and
I will
that's
say?
what I had liked about college more than the NFL, is because college was still pure to a point where they were playing to get to that next level. They were playing hard because they were hungry to continue to move on. Now I get what he's saying, you know, like you didn't have the money to get back to if you needed to fly home, which I'm saying why you could still make some money, because if you come from nothing, something is better than what you just came from, right? So you can do like 500,000, 750,000, even $1 million. But when you get these big contracts, these $6, $7, $8 million deals or anything super substantial like that, now it's just taking away. Oh, well, all I gotta do is just, if I could just ball out this 1 year and I can get this deal, then I could just coast. And then now you're taking away from the integrity of the game. It's like, I don't want to see the third or fourth best player on the team. I want to see the star. But because now you got your bag, now you just, you know, it takes away the integrity and the entertainment factor that I do get from watching college, just for the simple fact that you got a whole bunch of young cats that are still hungry to get to that next level.
Right. Real quick. Hey, before you go, Eric, a couple of things I want to do. Hit the like button. We got 74 people in here. Let's try to get up to at least 70 likes. I know it might be 4 haters in here, but let's get at least 70 likes. Bird asked Norwood which HBCU he sound like somebody he might know, because he went to HBCU as well. Yeah. And then appreciate the love from It's Not That Serious. He said, how long has this channel existed? Y'all produce really good content. Appreciate it, brother. We've been around for a couple of years, man. So appreciate
you, brother.
Go ahead, E. Oh, and then E, after you go, we got a call on the line. Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, just real quick, Chris, I agree partially. I watch college sports because I do think it's more competitive, because anybody can kind of win. You know, if they in the competitive range. I think that anybody can win more in college. I think the athletes do play harder. The reason I'm disagreeing on the cap is because I feel like it's time to pay all these student athletes back for all the free money that y'all got off of them for the last 50, 60 years. So
I can respect that. Because I definitely didn't really see that aspect. I'm only looking at the present and the now, the most recent, right? So I did forget
players are getting that $6 to $8 million. But hey, man, look, you got to understand. And have you ever did something that you just love to do? So somebody who loves the sport like that, whether it's football, basketball, volleyball, whatever it is, if they love that sport, something inside of them is always going to want to compete and want to play against the best and beat the best. And they're not going to stop at one level, regardless of how much money they get. You can have all the money in the world and still not be happy. So those elite players who really into the game like that, they're going to continue to play hard and they're going to get to the next level if that's their true love for the game.
I got a question for you guys right before you take the call. In this regarding the whole college football scene, I have been an advocate for these dudes getting money because my nephew's a college athlete, a graduate now from Towson University, and he used to tell me before, that how tough it was just to, luckily, he had a great support system. So we always looked out for him when, times was tough, but times were tough. And it wasn't just him. It was his brothers that he was on the field with. Now, what I will say, so I agree for them getting paid. Now, what I will say, the transfer portal, I'm on the fence about how it operates just because now I do agree that, hey, a coach, guess what? DeBoer, the Washington coach, is now the Alabama head coach right now. He ain't have to sit out no year, so I'm glad they eliminated that. But what do you say to the player that gets to the 4-star player that gets to the school? He's not number one on the depth chart, and then all of a sudden, because he's not number one on the depth chart, I'm entering the transfer portal, and now because he's still a 4-star and a lot of schools was after him, then they come with that bag, and then they saying, "Hey, you leave this." How y'all feel about that?
Man, I think, hey, man, me personally, I'm just an advocate for college athletes because I got a cousin, and I ain't going to put his name in there like that till I get his permission, but he played for Oklahoma State, and he was a premier player there. And that coach shitted on him, and it fucked his whole life up, and it fucked him up mentally and physically. He never got to get to the next level, and he didn't get a dime for that. So if you get an opportunity, big or small, and you can make some money, go do that because one play can end your whole career. Get as much as you can get as soon as and fast as you can get it, and do the right thing with it. That's all. I can say. And
it ain't no pension for you or no disability in that like that. All right, we got DC Slim on the phone again. What's up, boy?
Slim, what's up, Slim?
Hey, look. First of all, Cam and Mason's job wrong for the cheap shot on Saban, and the race car wasn't even cool. Look, man, Saban and Belichick is doing what LeBron should have done. Get your money and get up off of the table. All right. So at the end of the day, right, to sit here and make it look like the trend. Look, let me just tell y'all like this: them youngins been getting paid for centuries. I'm 50 years old. Everybody can't get an NIL deal. See, that's what they're not putting no context behind this. So out of them 55 players on there, dog, it might only be 3 or 4 dudes with some serious money. So we can't make it look like this gonna be like some big thing gonna change the game. Nah. Don't. So everybody getting a little bit too emotional with all this. This is a business. Take your emotions out of what they doing. Yeah.
That's a good point. It was a little shot Cam took, and everybody else was trying to be like Maurice Claret. He was trying to be politically correct about it. So was Nelly. They wasn't going, but Cam, he trying to run a show, and he been doing that show for 2 years now. They on season 3, so he knows what's going viral, what's gonna get the clicks. So I'm gonna chalk it up to that. I don't think Cam is a petty, messy type person like that. He might have got in his feelings a little bit about Prime because
he is petty and messy on purpose. That's part of his.
Okay, but he also is doing it on purpose for the purpose of the clicks. Yeah, so he knew what he was doing, but I think he was also in his feelings a little bit because a lot of black people was in their feelings about Prime this year because everybody made it seem like a race thing. They will come all the way up to the line and won't cross the line of it being racial on how they was attacking Prime all season this season, right?
That's so I figure if you gonna say something about Saban, right? You can't handle it. Just like when we was just talking about basketball, I don't hear no complaints about them white owners. I don't hear no complaints about your football owner. See, my father used to tell me, man, if you're going to play that race card, you better play it every game. You can't use it when it benefits you for clicks. That ain't keeping it real. See, that's what's messing up y'all line of work right now. You know what I'm saying? Clicks.
Yeah.
That's outrageous, man. Nick Saban, a great coach, dog. You can't tell me Nick Saban wasn't paying. The reason why they was getting a hold of number one recruits is they was putting money in their pocket under the table.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me different. The NIL is the same reason why they legalized marijuana and gambling. It could be taxed now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a business. If everybody look at it in a context, your emotions won't hurt so much. You know what I'm saying? But you know, hey fellas, I love this show. I'm gonna step out and just keep doing me. Peace.
All right,
Slim.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, let me ask you that question real quick. How would you feel on the NIL deal if there was a minimum that every player on every team gets to get paid at least a certain amount, whether it be $150K or whatever?
Look, dog, let's be real now. I just want you to take your emotions out of this. I'm not calling you unless you good. So it's got to be, you know, if you average, you can only get 50K. Okay. If you tight, I give you $2 million. All right. See, everybody just want to be. It's no such thing as equality, man. I'm tired of people trying to act like everybody's supposed to be equal. All right. If you the best player, you get the most money. If you average, you gonna get average money. That's how it works. That's how it's been working.
So you originally said that there's players on the team that's not getting any NIL money, which is true. So I'm saying, would you, to make the NIL thing better, would you say that, hey, if you're an athlete on this team, we got to give them at least something?
Look, when you walk in McDonald's and get a sandwich and French fries, they don't give you a free soda. You walk in, you pay for it, and you leave. All right. I mean, you're not entitled to it. Just like the old head said, man, you playing because you love it. Now, the money, if you get to the NFL, is the prize. But 90% of these youngins is playing because they love it. And what won't nobody really say, NIL is going to damage college football. See, that's why I think Bill Belichick retiring, Nick Saban retiring, because they see that this thing is getting a little bit made for gambling, point spreads, numbers. You look at, man, you can go play a parlay now. You betting on yards. This person might, you can win $1,000 because he gets 4 catches.
Yeah.
All of this go together. So that's why I say, man, when you look at this stuff, take your emotions out. I'm not committed to nothing. I don't care about it. Look, my favorite player is Kobe Bryant. I don't care about his philanthropy. I don't care about nothing. I watch you for the sport. It's no attachment.
You don't care about Denver?
What you mean? Look, Denver just showed me that, how do I want to say it? I saw a young black male that somebody tried to extort, all right? And it ain't work. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's why I tell my son, and I say, if Kobe ain't on your motivation list, you crazy. You go to court, all right, facing this, get on the chopper, and go drop 65 on you, right?
Yeah.
You can't tell me, you know what I'm saying, if that type of person ain't on your motivation list, you're nuts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nick Saban should be one of those great people for you. It just, look, man, you got terrible role models out here right now, and nobody putting context in it. Look, I want y'all to remember what I say about this. Don't be a dumb nigga with a smartphone.
Hey, Slim is 2 for 2. Slim is 2 for 2.
Everything you need. Look, any LeBron fan, anybody, NIL, if you don't like Saban, you can ask the Google lady, and she'll tell you everything. So, it's look, I'm gonna end it with this, and I'm gonna roll. My grandpa said, "It's easy to fool a man. It is hard to convince him that he's been fooled." Peace out, fellas.
Nice, man. Appreciate it, bro.
God, 2 for 2. 2 for 2.
He came through spitting, man. He came through spitting.
You see, Slim, you might be one of them ones.
Yeah. I gotta get his thoughts on Josh Giddey now. Next time we do the show, we'll talk about Josh Giddey.
He's gonna have a whole segment. He got to be there for that.
There is a stat on Josh Giddey that he hasn't scored over 18 since last year.
I wonder why.
I'm not gonna say a word. I'm
not
gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Get the babies out the street,
man. While we speaking, I got a question for you guys. While we still speaking about Nick Saban, how long do y'all think they was cooking on that Kalen DeBoer hire?
They do it before he announced his retirement formally.
I think Nick Saban probably told them, but I don't think he made this decision to retire after the last game. I think he probably mid-season. He probably told them that. Yeah.
So do you think when he made that, if he made that decision mid-season, do you think they called Kalen and was like, regardless of what happens, like if you win the natty, you want to stay cool, but if you don't win the natty or if you don't make it that far, can you come here? Or do you think that call was after the natty or what?
Is it illegal to call him before? Is it illegal to call him during the season?
Is there tampering with coaches?
Yeah,
whatever's illegal, they did that.
They did that.
Whatever the law is, whatever it is.
Because look how fast that was. I mean, that news broke yesterday morning that Nick Saban announces his retirement. And at 5:00 this morning, it was like Kalen DeBoer is the
exactly.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
He was not going to Washington House job, Chris. He was going to the SEC because at the end of the day, they know that bag is there. He was out. He was like, "Yeah, man, we lost. Dang. All right, I catch y'all."
Yep.
Right.
That man was on 2 separate planes.
The old Miss job, took any job in the SEC that was open.
Yeah.
Hey, I think it's a 2-part to this NIL thing and why he left, though. I don't think when you get an NIL deal, you get a manager that comes with an agent that comes with a lot of people in it, where the coaches are no longer talking to the kids. The coaches is talking to the agents. So you got an agent who gets paid based on a percentage of what his player gets.
That's true,
so
Eric.
now
That's true.
He's got a personal stake in it, and he's fighting for every dime that the kid can get. So when you ain't talking to the kid and sitting down with mom and pop and and the kid and telling him how good your program is, now you got an agent in there saying, well, if he's so good, give him $8 million. So I think that just took away from the whole how business was done. And instead of him at 72 years old getting his blood pressure up and being all upset, I think he just said, you know what, I'm gonna call it a day.
Yeah.